Hello, I'm Stav, and how are you doing today on this fine afternoon? Imagine if I talked the entire way like that. Like, Mendy, would you be serious? I meant to say, what the freak is up, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? If you're listening on the podcast, hello, how are you? If you're watching right now on Twitch and you're in chat, let's freaking go. Let's get jacked up. Let's bring the freaking hype because tonight's podcast and show is gonna be litty. So let's get it going. It's your boy Stav. What's up, Ski? What's going on? Again, thanks everybody for watching, listening, enjoying the chat. Let's get some pogs up in chat. Awesome episode. We have a great guest coming on. We're going to talk about the evolution of streams. We're going to get into the Fortnite Travis Scott event, which was crazy. It's lit. And then we're going to talk about Mr. Beast charity stream he did last night, Saturday. It was awesome, which led to Ninja and TFue yelling at each other again via Twitter. They're just so mature. We're going to get into some Valorant because Valorant's life. Alinity making news yet again. Love to see Alinity in there. We have another Twitch streamer asking people for money. We love to see it. Rocket League stuff on ESPN. Wrestling, WWE 2K had some bad news. Animal Crossing update for all my Animal Crossing Euros out there, especially Rebel. You want to stay tuned for that. Predator Hunting Ground, the Skiro update, and then we're going to talk about tips on upgrading your stream setup as general discussion too. And we can't wait for that because we have a lot of tips that we'd like to give away to the people who are just starting and who have recently started. So without further ado, Mendy. Hello.
Year?
Sick. Let's give a shout out to all you Euros out there. Let's give 1 year for all Euros out there.
Year.
Can we do a double year for all you Euros out there?
Yeah.
So we've recently added a third year in here from the year scale. Can we do a hardcore year scale year for all your years out there?
Yeah.
Damn, that's so fresh, kid. Dude, that's tough. That's wicked freaking tough. Okay, Mendy, enough about you and your stash. Yo, who is this dude our left over here? Who's this geyser over here?
Who's this guy?
Tell me
who this guy is.
This is our boy, our homie, our guest for the night. Yo, floss it, baby. We got HypeBako up in here, baby. Yo, Hype, what's going on, my dude? How the heck are you?
Dude, life is good, baby. Yo, first of all, Stav, Mendy, thank you for inviting me on. Okay, this is my official first podcast I've ever done, and there's no two dudes to do it better with. So this is gonna be fire. I'm super excited. Thank you.
Dude, of course. And I said to you prior, we reached out to you in the past, and I said, hey, we'd love to have you on. And you were like, when do we do it? And I was like, we do it Sunday nights at 8. And you've always worked in the past, and unfortunately, due to the circumstances we're in, you were available this time. So, it's tough with what everybody's dealing with, and it's unfortunate that you are here. But it's awesome that you're here because now we get to talk to you and get you.
Hell yeah.
So
absolutely, man.
Big freaking thank you so much for coming on. We greatly appreciate it. Also, what's up with the
my guy?
The hypes?
Let's go, baby.
The big hypes. You love to see it. I got a couple tanks. I got a nice gray one I was rocking the other day. I said I'm gonna bust out the black one for the podcast Sunday night. So you love to see it. Mendy, where's yours?
It's right here.
It's underneath the shirt.
Yeah,
underneath the Barcelona.
Yeah, I can't show my nips though, so that's why I can't show right now.
Or can you these days? Who knows?
Well, in that case, we'll talk about that later.
Soon to find out.
we'll bring it out. And everybody who's listening and watching on Twitch right now, what's up? Thank you so much for listening. Greatly appreciate it. Awesome podcast coming up. Yo, Bax.
Yeah.
Who are you, dude? Let's give the people a little background about you.
Man.
Maybe who you are and kind of like what you do. So, they just like this handsome guy, he probably does something, right? He's just over there, can't just be that good looking and not play video games. So let's hear it. A little background for the listeners out there.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna run it way back. All right. So yes, my name is HypeBako. I do stream live every night, 7 p.m. on Twitch. HypeBako, nice, simple. But you throw it way back. I grew up in a family with two older brothers who are 7 years older than me. So in the 90s, video games were huge for people who were like 10, 12. That was my brothers. I mean, they played everything, bro. So, yeah, I started playing video games real young. Obviously, console, Nintendo, the PS1, PS2, all that kind of stuff. Only, I say recently, but it was like an eternity ago, I guess. I don't know. I'm 25, so
Young
let's
buck.
say, 2016. I built my first computer, ran my first stream, and played my first game at a semi-professional level, all in the same year. It was ridiculous. It was like the start of everything for me, honestly. And a lot of you guys may know or may not know, because I mean it's Stav, okay? So you guys know everything. Smite, Battleground of the Gods. You guys may have heard of it. It's a MOBA. That was where I originally started. It was a MOBA game, similar to League of Legends, but that third-person view instead. And that's where I got my start on PC. That's the reason I built a PC. And that's probably the highest level of competition I've ever played at on a video game, of course. But I grew up playing Halo and all that kind of stuff. When I switched to PC, it was MOBAs. And then Fortnite came out, and I was like, no, I guess I could learn how to shoot some people. Why not? So I did that.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, dude, tell me about it. I've seen. So Fortnite was huge for me. That's where after the Smite career kind of ended, the stream went into Fortnite, and I played more Fortnite than I would like to admit. But I think most of us did.
I hear you.
So yeah, that's that. Now, I mean, I'm living, me and my girlfriend, in a townhouse. I grew up in Florida. Absolute fitness addict and a Twitch streamer, bro. It's pretty simple, I think. I've been this beautiful forever, by the way.
That was going to be our next question.
Yeah, that was going to be it. Well, now we know everything about you. Everybody, thanks for listening. We're going to end the podcast there. We know everything. Thanks for joining.
It's done.
No, but I feel you. In Fortnite, obviously that's where I started as well. I mean, it was king. It was, and you know, I think it helped a lot of people start streaming because it put streaming on the map to me. And you know, love it or hate it, and if you want to admit it or not, that we had a lot of fun streaming those games. And I'm sure you did too. And
100%, absolutely.
It's just what it is. Now, you know, I've seen your streams, right? I'm out here, I'm chilling in your channel. If someone were to come to your stream for the first time, right? What's the kind of style of stream would they expect to see from you?
What? Ooh, I like this. Okay, so it's real simple. It's high energy. It's positive vibes, high energy, and competitive. You know what I mean? I take everything extremely competitive. I grew up as an athlete. You know, I played soccer in college. So this now, for an old busted man that I can't play sports anymore, this is my competitive side now, and that's why I was a huge fan of Fortnite. And then, you know, Apex and Valorant's out now, and Smite back in the day, everything, man. I try to keep everything as positive. You know, I try to avoid toxicity. I feed off of good vibes. That's the whole stream, honestly. No matter what I'm playing.
And I mean, it's in your name. You bring the hype, and
Bring
that's
the
the thing.
hype.
And that's the thing I love about your streams, because it's always like, you know, as soon as I log in and I say, "What's up, dude?" You know, like you're just like immediately into it. You're just like, "Stop! What's going on, dude?"
Stop. You and me go way back. So I mean, it's always good to see you, bro.
So
it's good to see everybody.
I want to hear this little backstory. I want to hear how you guys know each other.
I want to hear your end, and then I'll hear my end, because I think it was just for me. I guess I'll start. It wasn't just Instagram. Like you followed me on Instagram, and I followed you back, and then it was as simple as like liking each other's posts, and then
cute.
it was just
comments and
this
all
is
of
cute.
That. Yeah.
Who slid in first into the DMs?
I think he followed me first.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right.
But that's when I was like really good looking. Like now I'm just like kind of good looking.
Would you follow him now? Like if you looked like this now?
I would, and you know why? Because of that beard. You know what?
My
I've got a weak spot for
gross,
beards.
dude. Look at this.
Dude,
can't stand it.
That's legendary.
No, I honestly think it was just as simple as, you know, a follow, a like on a comment or something like that, and you know, we started going back and forth liking each other's stuff because we were both playing Fortnite at the time, I believe.
Yep.
And then I was just like, dude, I'm gonna go over to his stream, check it out. either he came in mine first, or I went to his, and then ever since then we've kind of been checking up on each other. And
Nice.
it's one of the cool things about social media, like I would have never in a million years met you if it wasn't for Fortnite or something like that. And now we're supporting each other, via Twitch and really helping each other grow. Ever since day one for me, you were like one of my first 50 followers or something like that. And
Wow.
it's just crazy, how just one little follow button on Instagram really turned into a decent little friendship.
Oh yeah.
Which
Wow.
is just pretty cool. Did I get anything wrong there, or do I have that right?
No, that sounds about right. I will add though, Stav is the king of bringing energy, and that's why I made him get along really well. He's got very similar energy to me, super positive, super high. It's all about the hype. And I'll never forget Stav. I mean, we did the Instagram thing, followed each other, we'd be hanging out, and then he raided me one time. I was playing Fortnite for like 10 people maybe, and he was, 10 people back in then. I wasn't even getting 10 people on my best day. You know what I mean? Like 10 was, and he brought 10 and I lost it. Stav came through with huge energy, and that's when it just blew up. I was like, this dude I met on Instagram is gonna just, bring all this energy to me. Like, why? You know what I mean? And it was a wrap after that.
Like you said, it's just we connect well with our energies. So I always want to send those people that are there for my energy to someone else who has similar traits. Positive person, energy. So you can just kind of go from one to the other, and it's going to be exactly the same. You're going to expect the same thing. Hype,
Right.
energy. You're better at video games than I am. I'm terrible at everything I play, but that's what it really is. And it's been a bromance ever since. It really
Dude,
has.
yeah, since
Love
day
it.
one, basically. Right.
It's a cute story. Someone should write a movie about it. Expect it on Netflix soon. It's gonna be lit.
Oh,
You're gonna
It's
love
lit.
to
are
see
we only
it.
worth Netflix? Yikes.
You mentioned you started off in like Nintendo or something like that. Is there one game that like really got you into video games?
Ooh, okay. So I will say, like as a kid, one thing that made me really appreciate video games was, it must have been PS2, might have been PS1. It was Legend of Dragoon. Some of you guys may have heard of it. It was an RPG game, but it had the most complex combat to date. Like, I don't care who you are, Google it. Every time you attacked, you had to hit a combo of like 4, 5, 6, 8 buttons just to land an attack. It almost felt competitive, I think, And then RPGs is still a huge part of what I love to play. And Final Fantasy 11 was an online, the first online RPG, MMORPG that the Final Fantasy franchise did. Now they have 14 as well, but I probably sunk 10,000 hours into that game. I used to stay up 36 hours straight on the weekends just to play this game. You know what I mean? And that was like my childhood. My older brothers played it. All of his friends played it. My friends played it. That was it, man. That was my game growing up.
I never heard of that game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to let you down.
That's
sorry.
fair. No, I understand.
The game that I fell in love with was Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's like the
Oh.
first game where like I really loved. And I've said this a million times. Mendy, just so he knows, what was your game?
I don't know if I have a specific game, but I feel like when my parents got me, I said my brother and I, the N64, I think that's what really took off into video games for me. But I think out of all the games, like Super Smash Bros. Was probably the biggest one that we really got into, and it got super competitive because if you were bad at that game, like you couldn't hang around, man. You had to show up. You had to show up. I think I want to say that for me, it was definitely the N64, which kind of like launched it into me just always wanting to play video games. Because after that was PlayStation, Xbox, and then somehow I migrated over to PC. So I think that's where it started.
The best part about Mendy was so you haven't even like upgraded your PC since you started playing PC. He was playing console with me, like Fortnite, and then I think we started doing Apex. No, it wasn't Apex because you can't cross
Fortnite.
It was Fortnite, and then I was just like, dude, why aren't you playing on your PC? And he's like, I don't know. And he switched over to PC, and I don't know if you've played maybe Rocket League.
Big Rocket League guy. So yeah, I was probably heavily into Rocket League. Most still am.
But that's probably the only game you've played on maybe Xbox since you started playing on PC, right?
Yeah, I think so.
and it's been PC ever since. And all because of Fortnite, Mendy. You can big shout out to Fortnite. We're getting Mendy involved in PC gaming.
That's awesome.
I don't know how I played console for so long. Like PC is just a whole nother ball game.
I can't go back, dude. It's
isn't
nuts.
that the craziest thing? I at least for me personally, growing up, even with the older brother situation, it was the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I mean, all the amount of years that we put in to it felt so natural. And now, if I pick up a controller, oh my god, I would hate
bro.
myself.
Whoa!
You know what I
Relax
mean?
with the controller stuff, man.
I think for me, it's like the refresh rate maybe, and the graphics on what you see.
It's graphics in the gameplay.
I tried to play Apex after I played it on PC, and I was like I can't even see. It looks like a little dot on the screen. I was like, how did I even do this before? I was like, strictly computer now.
I never knew it. Like people talked about it. I was just like, yeah, it can't be that much of a difference. Wow, was I wrong?
Yeah, there you go.
Wrong? It was crazy.
Mm.
So hold on, we're gonna do a little.
Here.
Ooh,
A little Truly Lemonade pop. Shout out to my Truly Lemonaders out there.
sound.
You mentioned a couple games that you started streaming. What would you say you stream now? You're a versatile streamer. You play a lot. You play a lot of games. You smack in Apex. You did get in some Valorant. You said, "What's that like card game?" It's not like a card game, but you have like the
team
lineup
fight tactics.
Yes, you're big into that, right?
Yes, actually, and it's like almost like my guilty pleasure. That game, it's strategy, and I get it, but it's frustrating, man. It's more RNG than any battle royale game you've ever played. So the strategy aspect is just taken over. But yeah, it's a great game. It's one of those what are they called? Auto battlers, I think they're called. Something like that. I think it's auto battlers. So you basically just draft a team and they fight automatically. You don't get to control the players, you just put them on the field.
I see a lot of people playing it. I've never played a game like that really, but I know what you're talking about. It's just kind of like a way to relax and like still play games at the same time, like
it takes much less energy than slaying out in Apex or clicking heads in Fortnite, you know what I mean?
Or playing an hour of one match in Valorant.
Yes,
those things are long as hell.
It's tough, man. But yeah, it's a good unwind late night, turn the lights down, kind of chill game for me, definitely. But
and you also did a 24-hour stream recently, right?
Yeah, last month.
Last month. Are you still tired from it?
Dude, I wish I could listen. Somewhere deep down in the clips of my channel, you'll find a single 30-second clip where I'm staring at the screen, just losing it, dude.
Yeah, like, I have one of those.
I'm passing out. It's insane. Oh, I would never do it again. I don't think. At charity, maybe, but dude, it took a toll on me.
Wow.
I was wrecked for 3-4 days, man. And now I will say it was kind of my fault. Okay, I did a 24-hour. It was called the Ultimate Battle Royale Challenge. So in 24 hours, I did. I played as many Battle Royale games as I could and tried to get a win in it. So you've seen the triple threat from Dr. Disrespect. Yeah. I went for. I think my list was 12 games.
Holy crap!
To get a win in. Yeah, and it went from everything where there was like dead servers that I had to wait 15 minutes for a queue in to Fortnite. I went back to Fortnite for that. It was a ton of fun, but it's not something you can be tired and get a win in a battle royale game.
For sure.
So the amount of caffeine I took in was not healthy. But
you were just Bang Energies just got you through it,
dude. I probably drank 4 or 5 in 24 hours.
Love Bang Energy. Shout out sponsor. What's up?
Sponsor.
Question, thoughts?
Code Stav.
Code Stav at your supermarket checkout counter. You won't receive any discount, but you'll get some funny looks. Be like, what are you talking about?
Right.
My buddy Stav. My buddy Stav.
And the last thing of background on you, obviously with what's going on in your situation, I saw you tweet this out, as everything kind of started like a month and a half ago, and you kind of like rededicated yourself to streaming. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go in on streaming right now. Like I'm really gonna focus and grind. Would you say that like you've been using this time to kind of like refocus, maybe mentally, and just say, all right, let's go in, let's have some fun streaming, and let's use this time to do what's best for my stream?
I will definitely say that one of my core values as a person is like fulfillment, basically, and I hate to waste time. So, obviously, I'm a bartender. That's my main gig. And once they said, "Hey, you're not a bartender anymore," I was like, "Oh shit, what am I gonna do with 10 hours a day?" I worked full time. So I was like, well, this gives me a perfect time to step up the stream, take all of this energy that I had at bartending because I loved it, dude. I absolutely love bartending, and it was not something I dreaded to go to work for. But I had all this energy that I just knew I had to put somewhere, and I couldn't work out another 8 hours a day. So it went right into streaming, man. And I definitely kicked it up a notch because I could basically. I think that's what it was. I wanted to forever because I've enjoyed streaming just as much as I love bartending and all that kind of stuff. But it was a huge thing for me to make my stream as high quality as everybody else's if I wanted to make it. That was my thing. Now is the time.
I've seen you on Twitch on my side thing of Twitch more than I've ever seen you before. Especially at night. So I mean, you're grinding, man. You've always been a grinder. That's the first thing I noticed when I first came across you. Your energy, bro. Like I really dig it. I'm loving everything you're putting in. Keep it up, bro. You're killing it, man.
Thank you, Stav. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Big preach, as Stav would say.
Big freaking preach. Thank you for the background. I learned a couple of things in there I didn't know. Hopefully, everybody has a little insight on you, and definitely you're gonna see it when you go check them out on the stream. So, let's get into the old nuts and bolts of the old podcast, huh? Huh? What do you guys think over there? Huh? You like to see it. Good evolution there. Speaking of evolution, wow, great job, Stav. Let's go.
Beautiful.
I want to go into, and we can all get into this. And Bako, we'll start with you.
Sure.
I kind of want to talk about like the evolution of our streams. Okay.
Okay.
You've been streaming since you said 2016, right?
Yeah, I ran my first stream back then.
So, I mean,
Jesus.
obviously from 2016 to, are we in 2020 or 2020? 2020. Yep. Good job, Stav.
Nice.
Losing it. Like you've probably seen, different chapters of your stream, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like if you want to just kind of, and then we'll go to Mendy and then I'll do it as well. If you want to talk about like kind of what you started on, you kind of already plugged it a little bit to kind of where you are now. And this will kind of roll into our general discussion too a little later on about tips for streamers that are starting off or just recently started and how they can upgrade. And we'll go more in depth there, but just kind of the evolution of your stream and you as a streamer as well.
Okay. So I will say that I mean, we all grew up playing video games. That was the thing. And I never thought about streaming a day in my life until I was actually living with my best friend out in Chicago. And we were watching streamers day in and day out. And they were great players or they were funny people or whatever it was. And he looked at me and he's like, dude, like, why don't we do this? And I was like, we could do this. I don't know why we're not. So, I mean, it kind of just popped up as, hey, I mean, we're college kids, working this and that, playing soccer. Let's just do it. And I was like, sure, why not? So we'd be up at 5 a.m. We'd come home. I'd be like, sure, I'll throw it on. And it was nothing to be expected in the beginning. And it was way better than I thought it would be. I mean, in 2016, that was probably even before affiliate was at 3 viewers or whatever, at 3 viewers now and all that kind of stuff. It was just, we're playing video games. Why not stream in the beginning? And then it became, I'm actually kind of good at this game. Maybe people like to watch this. Let me, get a better camera and go down that route. It was the better I got, the better I wanted the stream to be. And because I'm a competitive person, I feel like I'm not a pro, obviously, but
I am.
Sav, we know, dude. We've seen the clips actually.
I'm pro.
It's just, as time goes on, I wanted to be a better player, but also provide better quality of a stream. It wasn't so much about, being a different person as I, played. Becoming the toxic or the, whatever it was. It was just, I'm gonna be me, but I'm gonna get better all the way around.
Yeah, it's I think for streaming, I wish I had someone say that same thing to me in 2016 when it came to video games. Just like, dude, why aren't we doing this? Because
Yeah.
I waited until 2018, and I feel like, dude, like if I was doing this earlier, like, maybe I'd have 405 followers instead of 400.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I would always just play video games, and I'm just pissed that it took until 2018 for me to click go live. And I think one thing I wanted to do was just be me and just kind of be the goofball I am when I streamed. And if I got someone watching me, cool. And I've always kind of had that mentality of just being a goofball. I started adding Trulies and White Claws into the mix, which makes me even stupider and dumber. But like the evolution, like, so you've been on PC since you started streaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for me, I went live on my PS4, and then I was like, dude, I'm digging this. I'm digging streaming. I'm getting a gaming PC, and then I switched over to that, right? And
That's a big jump right there, going from console to PC.
But I knew it, so like I wanted to. I could have stuck on the PlayStation. I need to get a capture card, and I was like, dude, I gotta get a computer anyway if I'm gonna get the capture card.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, if I'm gonna buy a computer, I'm gonna buy a computer.
Yeah.
And then just go all in on that. Like I wasn't gonna go halfway into streaming. I'm gonna go all the way into streaming, and that kind of kicked me into gear a little bit more. And said, all right, let's do it, Stav. Let's do it, you dumb idiot. Let's make a fool of yourself on a nightly basis. And I mean, ever since then, that's what I've been doing. And
you're damn good at it.
And I appreciate anybody who's come and seen any of my shenanigans, and even watched me fall asleep once on stream. So that was pretty cool. Mendy, I feel like you kind of have an easier story here for your evolution to streaming because it was more recent than
my timeline's a lot shorter than
2016 for him, and 2018 for me. But just for anybody who hasn't heard kind of your story, and from where you started to where you are now.
I had my weekly meeting with Deuces. Shout out to Deuces. We talked
Big
about our
shout out.
goals. And,
Manager Deuces.
Yeah, and I look back. And it was back in November. It was like the first time I really started streaming and stuff. So my timeline is a lot shorter than I didn't start in 2016. I mean, I knew Twitch and all that, but I didn't really.
That's actually really surprising. I didn't know you were that recent. That new.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of credit goes to Stav. Really, I feel like we've had this like conversation a lot, but like not only did he say I should play games on my PC, but he was also like, all right, like, why aren't you streaming it now? Like you're playing a game. Why don't you just stream it?
Exactly. Yep.
I was just like, I've been playing games, my whole life. I never really considered I like streaming in the sense of like the technical part of it, but I never consider streaming as like natural gig or a job. Like I don't know how to like a hobby or something like that.
Right.
To me, it just seems like a lot of work. I don't know how to explain it. Like it was kind of just a lot in one thing for me to do, and I'm a very like all in or all out. So it's like if I'm gonna do streaming, like I can't just half-ass it.
You gotta go all in, man.
Yeah, and I was kind of doing that a little bit too.
To talk about it.
Yeah, I was kind of half-assing it too because there was a point where Stav was like, "You should really upgrade your graphics and stuff," and I was just like, "I don't know if I want to do that like that," because then I was like, "That's the next step. That's just what's gonna take it further. Like, am I really prepared for that sort of thing?" And I'm an idiot for second guessing myself and not doing that because now I have a turtle cam,
which everybody goes to see. People just go to a stream to see the turtle.
Yeah,
and feed Speedy.
Yeah.
Except when she's sunbathing, you can't feed Speedy when she's sunbathing. She doesn't like. She gets scared.
She gets very scared, and she breaks just about anything that's in the tank. So
Mendy, what's one thing that now that you wish you told yourself in November when you first started streaming?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I think I think when I first started, I thought people would just randomly join in, and I think that's what discouraged me from streaming. I was like, I don't want these random ass people following, like watching me. I don't know who these people are. And then I realized, like, when you hit that go live button, you're like, nobody's really gonna watch you like your first time round. Like, if you don't put in some kind of promotion or like tell anyone about it, I would be surprised if you get more than like 2 views for that stream. So I thought random people were coming in. I thought random people were going to support me. I didn't realize that I was going to build relationships, build like friendships and like really close connections with not just people that don't stream, but other streamers. So I think I would tell myself, it's not random people. You're building a community. And I wish I understood that earlier on, because I think that's important for anybody that's starting this, is that you have to build a community to grow your stream and to be a better streamer, I guess.
I think that's a great breakdown, because community's huge, and I think all 3 of us have really good communities, and I think we do a really good job. Something that Mendy, and you definitely do, Bako, as well. You love your community, and you love collaborating
100%.
with them when they're in chat, and I think that's been a common theme for most of our guests. It's the community thing. So Mendy, when you say that, I think that's one thing everybody wished they knew when they first started, of just being so accepting to those community members, really cherishing them as just like as a brother, as a sister, like just really, accepting them. So
Totally.
Bako, what do you think about you? What was something that you know now that you wish you knew in 2016? Like maybe like Powerball numbers or something.
Well, that's a different conversation, I think. But no, definitely looking back over the years, and even recently, for me personally, it's kind of like he said, like the promotion starting, you're gonna only start with a couple followers, or viewers. For me, I've noticed a lot of people transition into streaming. You know what I mean? The YouTube guys, or even just big Twitter guys who have tons of followers, right? They have this community that they've built on a different website that they take directly into Twitch. I don't know if you, Stav, you might, but Bradley Martin, huge fitness guru.
Yep.
He runs his own gym, his own clothing line, all this kind of stuff. And then after, he's got 2 YouTube channels over, like, I don't know, a few million subscribers. He just started streaming one day, and it was Warzone, his first stream, and he had 500 viewers. He got like 1,000 subs and all this stuff. It's just all about like, I would have loved to start a YouTube before I started a Twitch, personally. And I hate doing YouTube content. I hate
build a following before you started streaming, not just dive into streaming with, just by yourself, I guess.
I think that's definitely what I would have liked to do instead, to be honest. And like I said, I hate editing videos and doing stuff for like YouTube or even like Twitter, like montages. No, I hate doing that kind of stuff. But it just seems more time efficient, to be fair.
And I can see why you and Stav click better now, because he's not gonna video edit or make montages and stuff.
Yeah, it's one thing. I wish, and I'm not going to use this as my answer here, but I really wish I took courses in school about it, because I didn't realize that this was the wave that things were going, and I really wish I had an inch of skill in editing or making videos, because I mean, look where I am now. Like, I'm involved in it every day, and I don't know. I wouldn't be able to staple 2 videos together, let alone like use a computer to put them together. For something that I wish I told myself in 2018 when I first started, I have 2. I wish I had a skill that I could Twitch other than playing video games. Right? Because that's so big right now. Like you just said, Bradley Martin, whether he's playing video games or he's lifting or something like that, Twitch is turning into that platform where you don't need to just play video games.
Very fair point.
And maybe it's even doing this podcast now, or casting stupid Rocket League games, Mendy, or something like that. Like,
love it.
Like maybe that's an avenue that I wish I kind of went down before. And like, I wish I had another skill other than just being below average at video games.
You can always like stream yourself doing accounting work. That would be pretty lit. Just plugging in numbers and stuff.
Just on a calculator, 10 key, just like cigarette in mouth, like
like sweating, just stressed out about the work ahead.
stress ball, like faxing something over, like ripping something out of a printer because it got jammed.
You just have like the generic like corporate phone next to you, and it's always ringing, and you just gotta put people on hold.
You need like the cigarette in the mouth that goes like up and down when you're talking. Like, you got a wise guy. We got a wise guy over here. But the real thing that I wish I told myself in 2018 was it's okay to play other games than Fortnite. It took over a year to make the transition, and we went into depth on this a while ago.
Yeah.
I was terrified to stream anything other than Fortnite for a really long time because that's the only game I streamed, and I was concerned. I was like, are people gonna like it if I play Apex or something like that? Are they gonna like it if I change games up? And you know what? People like it more now when I play Uno or Pummel Party or Monopoly or Apex or Valorant, because Fortnite, that people don't really like Fortnite anymore, and I'm not good enough to, compete in these games anymore. So I wish I gave myself the okay earlier to do that. It's something I've always regretted, how I stuck Fortnite out for so long, and I wish I knew it was okay to play other games. Yeah. I don't want to get it. Anything, but
Yeah, I was surprised. Like even now, I'm still surprised that you were worried about playing different games.
it was tough. I was just scared. And I don't know why I was scared. Because my gameplay has never been good. It's never been terrible. It's always been kind of right there. And I was just nervous. And 2018 stuff. Stop eating pizza and play other games other than Fortnite. That's what I would tell myself.
And it's really funny because I had this conversation a little while back with my good friend Salty, and we talked about the importance of like a streamer's mental health versus a streamer's growth when it comes to playing one game or playing 10 games. And we kind of got in that conversation where like Fortnite, plenty of hours into Fortnite streaming, me, him, you, I think everybody. And a lot of people, including myself, are the same way as you. Like, man, when do I stop playing Fortnite? I want all these other games are coming out. I want to play something else, but is the stream gonna like it? Am I gonna keep viewers? Am I gonna lose followers? Am I gonna grow at all? So it was one of those things where you got to do it for you, and there are plenty of people that are here for you, not the game. And it's just something that you don't think about. You don't think is even real that you're making these friendships like that.
So true. So true.
Bako, what's one thing that has changed since you started streaming and one thing that has remained the same?
The hype's always been there. That's all I'm saying. Okay, one thing's never changed is my energy levels. I will definitely and completely admit that my comfortability of hitting the go live button, now I don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm on at 7:00 tonight. I put out the tweet. At 7:00, I'm pressing it, whether I'm ready, I'm not ready. I don't have my hat on, my hair, it doesn't matter. I've like, my love for streaming has grown, and my comfortability being behind the camera is at an all-time high. That's one thing that's probably changed the most.
Mendy?
Always had the turtle there. Speedy's always with me. Big shout out to
changed.
her. Yeah, my years are always there, so shout out to all my years. I guess what changed? I think
You can say mustache if you want.
whatever's growing on my face, that's definitely changed. I guess I'm gonna also say the comfortability thing, because I think that was another reason why I kind of stopped.
Did I lose you?
We're back, baby.
We're back.
Good. You all right?
Yeah. I think before it was kind of freaky deaky when I hit the live button and I didn't know what was going on. But now I just do it. Like even if I'm not ready, I have like a nice like starting soon screen, so I'll just leave that on for a little bit and then get whatever I need to get done. My room's always clean. That's not it. And then and then I'm good to go. So yeah, shout out to all my ears.
All the years they have been there, and Speedy's always been there too since day one.
Yeah, that was always the goal, is to always have a turtle camera. I wanted to make that my main camera, but I feel like too difficult. Like I feel like people, it's too weird just to have like the main thing as a turtle swimming around. So I kind of incorporated it as like a different scene, or I have her like a little bit on the side, or like the main scene where I'm transitioning games, or like a moment when the game's kind of slow or something like that. That helps me out a lot.
I would say that the same. I've always, my main goal when I started playing was to be kind of that fun guy that you want to have on your team, whether it's Fortnite or Apex or Pummel Party, kind of like Tim the Tatman's role with his friends. Like he plays with like really good players, and he's okay. Like he's good at gaming as well. Like he's much better than I am at any video game. Like, but just to kind of be that role and just kind of that mentality of, just be an entertainer more than a video gamer, be a content creator more than a video gamer. And that's always been something that's been in my mind. Every time I hit go live, it's a show. It's my show. And that's something that hasn't changed since I started streaming.
What did you change?
That's been the same since I started streaming. One thing that's changed, I've been wearing skull wraps a lot more recently. I'm not wearing hats anymore. One thing that's changed, my setup, my PC. I'm a PC guy now.
I was gonna say like graphics too. I guess that goes for both of us.
Yeah, I mean, just like my setup has probably changed the most. And I'm playing other games now, which is cool. I'm pro in Uno. I get smoked in Monopoly. I'm wicked good at Valorant. Like insanely good. And I've also developed like this wicked Boston accent when I've had a couple Truly lemonades in me. I found that out too, so that's changed. That's something that's changed as well. No, I love the whole like evolution, whatever you want to science it, however, but it's crazy. And we've had someone who's from 2016, 2018, and 2019. And you can kind of see that even though Mendy hasn't been streaming for a full year yet, you've still grown as a streamer in that time. For 2016, Bako's over here. He's got a master's degree in his evolution of streaming. Like, and if you're just starting, I would say that's a good tip. Always be evolving, always be rolling, because I think that's huge.
Yeah.
And just always have that in your mind. Have your goals, hit them. And really focus. Dive in if you're going to go streaming, because we all three of us have kind of done that, and I think it's worked out for all of us. So it's just fun. Have fun with it too. Have fun. That's what it's. Really
good luck. Have fun.
Good luck. Have fun. Use the judge shotgun in Valorant because it's
OP.
Let's roll into the gaming news right now, and we actually have a lot of really good gaming news, which is what I want to get to. Take a sip of the Truly. And so if the game's dead, the game's dying, whatever. One thing that isn't dying in Fortnite are these events that they do, right? And they did a Travis Scott concert Thursday, Friday, and they finished up yesterday. They did a repeat of it yesterday. We actually have a clip from the concert.
Here.
Mendy was live on the island. We sent him out to check out the concert. So, Mendy, when you have a second, if you want to pull that up, then we can show the people watching.
Yes, sir. I'll play it right now for you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Going on you with the pick and roll. Young flame here, sicko mode.
Holy shoot. Oh!
Make this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose.
Y'all in too deep, playing for keeps, don't play us a week.
So sad.
Surrender the treat, y'all in too deep.
What?
Playing for keeps, don't play us a week.
Way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit. So sad. So sad, man. So sad.
Oh.
I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich. Throw that to the side. Yeah, 713.
Yeah.
Why they on me? I'm flying. Zipping low key. I'm slipping low key.
Oh, we out here.
Find a rider.
This is insane. What?
She fill my mind up with ideas. Hope I make it out of here. She's in love with who I am.
Oh, we got Drake out here.
I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light.
Oh
like a light,
my
like a
God.
Light, like a light, like a light, like a light, like a light. Ain't by the book.
Oh,
It's how it look, yeah. About to check, yeah. Just check the foots, yeah. Pass this to my daughter, I'ma show her what it took. Baby mama, couple Forbes, got these other. Let's go. We see the hype outside. Right from the house, ain't no control in the game.
oh,
They never leave.
hello.
I got tats over my veins, cause that what I bleed. She drink a lot of the, and she from the street. The cops outside, lock up the house.
Holy crap.
Get the team on high. Some gold in their mouth. That Porsche outside. What at the top?
It's lit.
Yo, bro, this was so big time. Like, dude, they do a really good job with this. And we have the answers, but Mendy and I were talking when this first came out, and we were comparing it obviously to the Marshmello one, right? So they had the Marshmello concert last year, which was unbelievable.
Yes.
They just did it like at a certain time. It wasn't like recorded and then playing multiple times but that's the only comparison we had. And I asked Mendy and I said, what do you think had the higher numbers? Do you think it was the Marshmello concert or do you think it was the Travis Scott one? Mendy said Travis Scott. I was like, dude, no, you're wrong. It's probably Marshmello. And boy, was I wrong, because Travis Scott opened up at 12.3 million while Marshmello was at like 10.7 million. So the Travis Scott broke the participation award in Fortnite, and I know why. That was unbelievable. That was such
Oh my God.
like the visuals and everything. Like obviously, like the song, like Travis Scott has a lot of really like nice. He has bangers. Like opening up with Sicko Mode was fire. Like obviously they had to do that. Like the visuals and him just being like bigger than the world and everything, I thought was super, super cool. It just kind of it shows, because I think the Marshmello one was just groundbreaking.
Yes.
You know, and it was the first thing kind of stuck out to me, like this is next level stuff. We need more of it. Travis Scott comes out. It's like kind of like the sequel to a movie, right? That comes out. Like I think the first one may always be the best, and the second one's, you know, could be, you know, better movies, but maybe the first one's just better, like in my opinion. But Mendy, you think the Travis Scott one was better?
I loved it. Oh my God. I loved every second of it.
So I think what I'm trying to say is that they took Marshmello's thing and they said, all right, we can do this, but let's blow it out of the water and make it bigger and better, right? But it's like still the same kind of idea of like, let's do this crazy concert. Like, look where it was just at Pleasant Park with the Marshmello one. And this one's over, you're in outer space, you're in the water, you're in sweaty sands, you're on a moon. Like, it was nuts. It was it. And, Bako, did you said you watched it four times?
Yes. Okay. So the first time it happened, I was just getting ready to stream, and I was like, all right, I hit go live, and then I was like, oh, hey, Travis Scott concert. And I was like, why are you at a concert right now? We're playing Valorant. What are you talking about? And he's like, no, Fortnite. I was like, I hadn't even heard of it, to be honest with you, because that's how out of touch I am with Fortnite, in all honesty. He was like, dude, just pull up a stream, watch it. And I was like, sure, why not? So, first probably 20 minutes or whatever it was of my stream was me watching this thing. And if you go back, my mind is blown, because the Marshmello thing was dope. And I'm a huge fan of Marshmello, but I'm also a huge fan of Travis Scott. So like you said, they took it up a notch, and oh, dude, it was sick. And it's so good. Okay. And this is when I knew that Fortnite will be king of events ever. My girlfriend does not play Fortnite. I mean, she does now after watching that, but she sat there and stared at the TV I don't think she blinked the whole time because I showed her. I watched it the first time, and then the next day I was like, "Hey, like, let's go to a concert. We're going to a Travis Scott concert, right?"
We're going to a
And she's like,
concert.
"What are you talking about?" I was like, "Fortnite, Travis Scott concert, be there." And she was like, "Oh yeah, whatever." Okay, showed her. She just lost it. She absolutely lost her shit because that's how good it was. It was. Dude,
What was your favorite part, Bako?
100% the trippy area.
With the lights,
I don't even remember
like
what
the
song.
lasers?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That and the underwater was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's like falling down, and I didn't realize this till yesterday because I only watched it at first, and then I was like, dude, I got to get in it. I got to feel the experience. And when you're in the water, you look down. There's like Pirates of the Caribbean people like walking underneath, like ghosts and stuff down low.
Oh yeah.
They're like rotating around, and like that's something I missed. But
There
like
was
the
so much
light,
going on.
like
Yeah.
I think everything was good about it. Would you say, Mendy? Like there wasn't. I have in our notes anything bad to say? No, there's nothing bad to say about that.
No, God, no.
I think if anything, it was too short. It should have been like a whole hour of just that experience. That's
Just
what I
that.
wanted.
This is huge though for Fortnite because I think after the Marshmallow one, and when it comes to events like this, they were kind of going downhill in events. Like that Star Wars one sucked.
Yeah, I wasn't like crazy about that one.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely,
fair.
that was just a PR. Like that was just PR the entire way. Everybody, like half the people couldn't get in. Like it was just a disaster. And then like this is a big upward trend to somewhat keep Fortnite in the back of the mind for people. They need to do this every season, like have an in season event. Needs to be done. It just can't be the end of the season event. There needs to be an in season event to keep people involved, and they can like see it build because they built the stage week to week. It would keep getting better, and that's what they did with Marshmallow and Pleasant Park. They need these types of things to get people back into this game.
Now, would you say that the game would die if they don't do these events?
That's what I'm wondering. Do you think this game or do you think this event has brought people back to play Fortnite?
Because I mean, they might stop by and hang out for a little bit, but are they going to continue to play?
No. We did this discussion last week. There needs to be a lot bigger changes in Fortnite. And if they get rid of the skilled matchmaking and they do public games and make public games more fun for the average player, that's the only way it's going to get back in. And continue doing storylines from week 1 to week 10, leading up to the end of the season's event.
It's so bizarre because does the game really need all that? Does the game need all
Fortnite
that?
does because they did it. They showed that they could do it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I think that's one thing that really pisses me off is they just stopped doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like take care of your game and your public matches and what makes it fun to be in Fortnite. I used to love every Tuesday opening up. I would come home from work to see what the update was and be like, "Oh, this is new. This is new. This is new." Not anymore. Doesn't happen anymore. Doesn't. But
And
this
I
again,
will say that it's got to be hard to do that, right? I mean, for an update every week to add something brand new and like recycling some content, okay. I think that's kind of where they hurt themselves in the beginning. They had to get big, but update every week for new content and a different gun or whatever it was. That's a lot of work.
do it. I don't care. You're making so much money. Pay people to do it. Do it.
That's fair.
Do
That's
it.
fair. That's a great response. I agree.
Here's the big question, and I'm interested to see these answers here. Bako, who should be the next artist to perform a concert in Fortnite?
Oh man. So now I will say that I heard Travis Scott in Fortnite and I was like, well, that's kind of weird. He's not exactly 12-year-old friendly. I'm sure I'm way out of touch with 12-year-olds and they're cursing way more than I do and are into that.
They did censor like the songs and stuff, which was kind of interesting because it was like, you're having this guy, but you're censoring the song to it.
Right. But I you kind of assume they would.
Yeah.
Next artist? That's tough, man. That's like predicting who's going to be in the Super Bowl halftime show. It could be anybody.
Interesting.
Who you got?
I'm gonna say J-Lo.
No,
It's not his
I would.
face.
It would have to be somebody. I don't know, dude. I really don't. Like, I'm surprised Drake wouldn't have done it already. If Travis Scott's going to do it, why would... And Drake was already huge in Fortnite with the Ninja Drake thing. I think a Drake concert would have been perfect. I don't think he'll do it now, but before, yeah, why not?
Stop. Who you thinking, man?
Yeah, dude, what's your answer on this?
I have more of a Actually, no, I don't. Just say it. Stop.
I think it's gonna be a girl singer. I think they're gonna go down that avenue. So, first two people that come to mind, even though I can't stand her, like Ariana Grande,
I love Ariana Grande,
or like Katy Perry. Katy Perry could have like this crazy wild thing going out
get
there.
her out of here.
Who I really want to see. Keep this in mind. Panic at the Disco, huge rock concert going on because Brandon Urie crushes Fortnite and streams, so maybe there's a connection there. But I think it's going to be a girl singer or a rock band or something like that. Maybe Sunfire TV. Who knows?
That'll be fire.
You know who I would love to see, just because I'm a huge fangirl. Chance the Rapper. I went to a concert, and what he did in concert was mind blowing, dude. The floor came up, the ceiling came down, there was smoke everywhere. Like, his concert was insane, to see him, they could do a lot. And he's got really great songs. You know, some of it is more on the religious side, but they didn't show every one of Travis Scott's songs. So obviously you could just avoid those if they didn't want to get in trouble on the religious side. He's
got enough hits out there. I'm a big concert guy. I've been to three in the past year. I went to Travis Scott the other day, and then I went to Marshmello twice a year ago. It was sick. Big concert guy over here, especially through my PC. I loved it.
Fair.
It's in somewhat relation to Fortnite. Let's roll into this one. Can we give a shout out to Mr. Beast for the rock, paper, scissors charity stream he did on YouTube last night?
Absolutely.
Raised over $1 million, Mr. Beast did.
Good job.
What he did is he had 32 influencers. I hate that. Influencers.
Yeah.
Streamers, YouTubers, whatever you want to call them.
Famous people.
Famous internet people. And they just simply did a rock, paper, scissors charity stream. It was really cool. I had it up on the side when I was playing games. And, you know, they had Ninja, TFue, Nadeshot. They had some pretty big people in there. A bunch of YouTubers I didn't know because I don't dabble in YouTube that much. But it was really cool. And it was obviously for a great charity. But, of course, when Ninja and TFue are together in something, what happens? TFue, I guess, was streaming it when you weren't supposed to be streaming it because they wanted all those viewers to go towards Mr. Beast's thing. Ninja didn't like that, I guess. It ended up leaking out the link to the stream or the charity or something. And TFue tweets at Ninja, calls him out. Ninja responds, "What are you, Turner? We're supposed to be doing that."
Wow.
And it's just nonstop too, dude. Like, what? It's never gonna end. It's never going to freaking end. Like,
never. No.
Just stop talking about each other. Just stop. Get over it.
I feel like you're like a teacher right now, and you're yelling at two little kids in your
You go
classroom.
in this corner. You go in that corner. Am I gonna have to call your parents? No, but like you have like Ninja, who's just like, you know, the Chihuahua. Like he starts it a lot. I'm actually on Ninja's side on this one. I think TFue really messed up, and
100%. You can't argue that. I think.
I think he does feel bad that he leaked it out and was streaming, and I think he caught some flack for it, and I do think he is sorry. But I'm with Ninja on this one, even though it's. And then TFue is just like the big loud dog who's just like rough, like the hard rough, like not like the small bark. It's like the big rough, and he's just like, dude, shut up. Like, he used the word that I'm not going to say right now, but. Mendy, do you like this little back and forth, or are you just sick of it at this point?
Usually, I like to think I'm a little bit of a drama queen myself. I like to tune in and figure out what's going on. I didn't really look too deep into this. I'm over it. I don't really care. Like, they're just like little kids at this point. It's weird.
Annoying.
It's also weird when Ninja's wife gets involved too, and I feel like
every time, dude. It's every time.
I know she has, you know, the best intentions in the world, and she's just standing up for a man. You know, God bless her, she should. But it's just, I don't know. It just adds even more weirdness to what's already weird of an argument. So
Yes.
I'm like, whatever.
She doesn't help it for sure. Bako, are you just done with it, or do you actually like these things?
So I will say I am a huge fan of Twitch drama, streamer drama. Okay,
I like tuning in.
all of it.
Yeah.
I truly don't care. It's not like I'm like worried about it and whatnot. But dude, it's funny, and I will comment on the Jessica Blevins. It's Ninja's manager, and you would think at that kind of standpoint you would take a professional, just cut your losses and just let it go type deal instead of putting your personal opinion out there. Too bad, especially in that kind of position. But also just me on a business type-esque background. I think like you said, TFue was in the wrong. He did something he should not have. But why on earth is it Ninja's job to just show up and just berate him about it? I don't like. Let him burden himself down. You don't have to just.
You don't have to get involved, dude. Like you don't need to throw like your hat in the ring for it.
No.
And that's it kills me. It's just like
yeah.
He knew he was wrong. He didn't need his rival to like chip in and get the ninja community. That's why we hate TFue.
Literally.
And then TFue's now side is just like, this is why we hate Ninja. Yep. I'm just done. Stop talking to each other. Don't tweet at them.
Yeah.
Like Dakota says, stay in your lane, bro. That was the best thing.
Man, yes.
That was the best thing. That was so cool, dude. I loved that. In Fortnite's main competition that I feel right now, we've been ready for this. We've been waiting since last Sunday to do this. Mendy, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's talk about Valorant. Let's go.
Valorant.
Cue the alarms. Valorant sirens going up. Sound the music. Sound the horns. We're talking Valorant. Mendy, we've been playing for over a week now.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I love it. I'm addicted.
I love it. I just love it so much.
It's such a difficult game in the sense that, like, because I've only played CSGO a few times, and keyboard and mouse is very new to me as well. Even though I have been trying my best to, like, every new game I play, just stick with keyboard and mouse. But man, it's fun. It's addicting. And once you're squatted up with your boys, you just let's go play right now.
Okay, we're gonna end the podcast and go play. Bako,
See ya.
Are you like?
I got this. I got it.
I saw that you had a tweet earlier that I want to reference. But first, let's get your thoughts on Valorant. Are you liking the game? What's your kind of mindset on the game right now?
I will definitely say, and I said this yesterday, I will only play that game if it is in a competitive zone. If I have 4 other people who want to play and want to 13-0 other teams. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to get
13-0'd.
I want to lose 13-0. I have more fun doing that.
Which, I mean, yeah, you are the judge. I get that. But for me, like, to log on to that game and solo queue, where the game is so team oriented,
Yes.
Yep.
that even if you're cracked out of your mind, it's going to be hard to win. And as soon as you do one thing wrong, the community in that game obviously transfers from CSGO highly. And if you played as much CSGO as I did, which is probably about 1,000 hours, it's toxic. It's really bad. If you don't know what you're doing, they are not the type of community that's going to be like, well, hey, this is what you should buy and this is where you should go. It's like, why didn't you do this? It's so
true.
For me, I'm only going to play it, and like I have been, with 4 other people who want to get good, want to play hard type deal, competitive standpoint.
Well, ranked is coming out for it
this week. What's today? Sunday, right? So it's dropped Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. I heard.
I think that's going to make public games a little more bearable, because I think you're going to have your 5 squads that 13-0. That's like earlier today, Mendy. Like they're going to be playing ranked, kind of like you're saying.
100%.
And I like how they're going to ranked so early in the process too. Like they're not wasting around. Like they're not wasting any time.
But we're talking closed beta. You don't think that's a bit weird to have a system in a closed beta?
Have it start now. I'd rather have them start now, so by the time it's out and everything's it's going, they'll have it figured out. They'll have it figured out by then.
I'd agree with that. Why not?
And they're keeping the beta till the actual game comes out, so like, why not add additional things to it?
I'm so in on this game. I never thought I would be in on a 5v5 game before. I just think it's an easy transition from controller. Besides Uno and Monopoly, I've never really played mouse and keyboard. So going over to this, I feel it's a very easy game to learn mouse and keyboard on. There's not a lot of crazy buttons you have to hit, especially if you keybind. If you keybind to your mouse buttons, you can like. I struggle with going down to control for crouch.
Yeah,
I struggle with that. So I move that up to shift, and then slow walk I put on my mouse, which has made it so much easier.
Genius. Yeah.
That was Mendy and Scoot helped me out with that one. So I feel like it was an easy transition, and like I don't know why, but like I'm kind of good at this game, and like I'm not like trying to like oddly flex or anything, but like bro, just give me the shield and the judge and just send me. Like
Stav had 2 aces today.
I had more than an ace. We played 3 games. I had 1 ace.
It was weird.
And then I killed 6 guys in one match. They rezzed the guy I killed him and the rezzer, and got the ace on top of it. So I had a 5 ace, and then I had a 6 ace in 3 games we played today.
And this is all using the judge.
All the judge.
I mean, he ulted the last guy, but I mean,
yeah,
the judge is the best thing. I love the judge. I love it so much. I love you, judge. Court's in session. That's what I say after I kill people with it.
I don't know. I think that Valorant really, Stav, we haven't even played a game of Valorant together, so I can't truly understand your enjoyment of it at that level because, like I said, I get on and I buy a Vandal and I one-tap people as much as I can. And then when I miss the shot, I'm like, this is garbage. I hate myself.
I used to do that, and I was struggling to find the weapon to use. And then the judge is just it's my thing. I do you would probably get pissed playing with me though, because I don't like I'm not like strategic and stuff. And I like when I play with random people, they backdoor coach me like a lot. Like pick up the weapon or run away from the bomb, bro. No, you shut your mouth. I'm going in there with my judge, and I'm gonna try to kill every single one of them. I don't care if I die, because you know what? I'm picking up a $1,500 weapon. I'm not buying the Odin every single time or the operator.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
Like I'm unorthodox. Mendy hates it but loves it at the same time. If you're a wild card player in this game, you like freak out the other team.
You changed your gameplay. Before you were run and gun, but now you're very like, I'm gonna crawl around every corner and I'm gonna stay there. And I'm going to wait till your whole party walks out that door and you're going to get blasted behind. Before, you used to just run and gun. In certain situations, you still do that. But overall, if you have a judge in your hand, you're putting yourself in the middle of the map. You're going around every single corner and you're just waiting. You're just waiting for somebody to get hit in the face with your judge.
I love it. I love the judge. And I found a good character that I'm working with now. I feel like that was a struggle. I really like everybody to kind of try different characters.
Yeah.
I just think that's the best way you're going to learn what they do. So when you're facing them, you know what they do, but then also you can audible yourself in case you're in a game when someone takes your guy. A lot of people are not queuing if their character gets taken. That happened to us a couple times earlier today. Like say Mendy's the judge and I'm Brimstone. Someone wanted to be, the Jet. And they're like, I'm the Jet. No. And it's just like, so they just don't queue. It's just annoying.
Wow. Yeah, that is that would frustrate me. So who are you playing most, Stav?
I've been doing Brimstone.
Okay, that's fair. I respect that. He's well, if you're playing the judge, he's your guy, I guess, dude. Smoke it out. Wait for
I smoke and then force people to the area that I want.
Yeah, that's fair. That works, dude. Definitely.
You don't want to be on the other end of my judge.
Bako, who do you main or try to main, or the character you like the most?
I will say the character I like the most is Phoenix.
Phoenix is a good one.
He is,
yeah.
And I hate to say he's a very like solo, I'm gonna take the team in my hands character, but
it's fine to say that. It's fine to say that.
I'm gonna flash you around the corner, kill you and your friend if he's standing there.
Yeah.
And then if you hit me, I'm gonna heal myself. I don't need a team. I have my own wall. I don't need Sage wall. Like
Yeah, healing yourself.
But I
is
do
a
play
big
Brimstone
one.
mainly.
Brimstone
I
is a
like
good
Brim.
one.
I like Brim.
Yeah.
Mendy's a jetter.
Big jet guy.
I respect Jet players. Yeah, I mean IQ on Jet. Honestly,
I hate jets.
to play Jet, you have to have 400 IQ because if you just dash at me, you're dead.
Yeah,
But
and
if
I've
you
done that
smoke
plenty of times.
the high and then dash into the smoke and then fall and shoot me, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some crazy plays of the Jet.
It's really just kind of like a get in, get out kind of character. Like it's just really for
yeah.
clips. It has no like team strategy whatsoever. I feel like very like
I would agree.
solo player.
I definitely don't think Jet will be picked when
Or,
it
like,
comes to
competitive.
ranked or
Yeah.
like pro scene, anything like that.
Definitely.
I'm interested to see the pro teams and who they use.
Oh man,
I think
a lot
they'll
of Brimstone, a lot of Breach.
I think Viper too
um,
would be a pretty big one.
Cypher. I don't know how many games
Cypher's
there's
Cypher's
nuts.
the most
Cypher?
Cypher's the most goated agent out there.
Dude, come somebody.
And we slept on Cypher. I think everybody did, and now people are realizing what Cypher can do.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's so true. The camera alone is insane, especially if you can put it in a good spot where they're not going to see it.
Dude, those stupid wires. I always run into them, and then I'm just like,
Yeah, I tried.
It drives me nuts.
You got to shoot the wall, man.
but like I'm panicked because like I know there's a guy in front of me this way, but then like I have this stupid tripwire on my like ankle. I'm just like, get off me! I want to kill him with the judge.
Right.
And then like I just fire down, shoot the thing, and then just like you're still dead. Flex on him, dude. Right after. What's the staying power, Mendy? Is it changed since last week or no?
I don't know. It's weird because like I want to keep saying yes, it's amazing. It's gonna keep going, but at the same time, I'm like more and more people are playing it.
They need to shorten the games, right? We all agree it can't be 13 games.
I think they need to add in more stuff, so hopefully like the whole rank system will add a nice element to it. And I think if they can change like best out of 7 or like first 1 to 3 or I don't know.
I want 15 games max. 7 to 8.
Yeah.
This is why I love talking to Stav. Yeah, he's got all the right ideas all the time.
I've never been wrong
in a casual game. I understand competitive. You go 13 because it's CS:GO was this many 16. I think CS:GO was or 15.
I think it's more actually than first to 13 for CS:GO.
Yeah, so I get Valorant dialed back a little bit, but for public games, if I just want to jump on for a game, I'm in for almost an hour if I go all 25 rounds.
You got to lock yourself in for like an hour.
It mentally gets me, dude. Like during the day, if I hit that 5th hour and I'm on game like 5 or 6, like I start off really strong, and then like I get better because I'm that good and pro at the game. But then like I do like die off just a little bit, and like because I'm mush, dude. Up top, I'm mush.
It's definitely too many rounds. I would love to see them come out with casual option for a half game or whatever. Like you said, 15 rounds. That'd be genius.
I think custom games might help this out. We had so much fun doing customs last night. We had 10 people. We split up into 2 Discord parties, and we were just running it. We did teams. We did snake drafts. We did captains. Dude, I love that. That's awesome. It was a blast. And then
it took a while to figure out like which teams are going to be balanced. Like I think the first 2 or 3 games it was very one-sided to one team, and it took a while to figure out like, all right, how can we balance this out better so it's not always just somebody.
Because you have the people who are just starting. Like we had a couple newcomers last night, but it was like still fun as like just like a mini community. And then we all came into the same group chat after. I went 0-14 one game. It was terrible. It was so bad. All right, let's move on from Valorant. I don't want to talk about going 0-14 anymore. I literally didn't have a kill the entire time. I was pissed.
Yeah,
it was pretty glorious.
We love Valorant though. But yes. Hype, sorry, I want to go back real quick. You mentioned you are having more fun playing Apex right now early in the week.
Yes.
Is this because like of just like the communication or the thing you talked about? It's just you want it when it's ranked. You want the 4 other people you're playing with to be the same mindset, and you haven't maybe found that yet.
Well, I will say that. So as of yesterday or 2 days ago, I did find a team, and we competed yesterday in the CMG tournament. So it was kind of nice, Team Blue Line Army. They recruited me like Friday, they were like, "Yo, you want to play tourney tomorrow?" I was like, well, "I'm kind of not good at the game, but sure, why not?" But so I mean, we went 4 rounds deep in the tournament. It was good. It was fun. It was a blast. You know what I mean? To play at that, I enjoyed playing competitively. Apex is faster paced, more exciting. Just the time to kill isn't one shot. I have to outplay people to a whole nother degree. I think the characters are still phenomenal in Apex. The balance between characters is great. I don't have to worry about a Sage putting up a wall and funneling me into a corner. You know what I mean? Like or into one pathway. So I think for me personally, I love Apex. Valorant is fun. Apex is king.
Wow.
I can't. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. I love Apex. I love all the characters and stuff. And
it's been a while since we went back to Apex.
I haven't played Apex in decades. It feels. I mean, look how long the length of my beard is probably the amount of time that I haven't played Apex, which is crazy. I like both a lot. I like both a lot. I'm just having a lot of fun judging people's faces off in Valorant right now.
I will say Valorant is very fresh. It's very new.
It needs to be shortened though. It needs to be shortened. I can't
100%.
Can't do that stuff. Let's talk about something cool and annoying at the same time. Alinity flashed all of the entire world this weekend. That was pretty cool. But seriously, what's wrong? What's wrong with her? Like what I can't. It's just mind blowing. It's I don't know what's more annoying: Ninja and TFue yelling at each other on Twitter, or Alinity doing something stupid in her streams. Like, which one's worse? It's like both like overflowing with just like cringeness.
That's fair. I will say though, like you would expect there to be a few just dumb people on the platform. We've got so many people on the platform. You know what I mean?
I'm one of them. I'm like really dumb, but like yes, I drink on Steam. I get intoxicated. I've fallen asleep before. I've left my thing on. But that's like the dumbest
chair streams, baby.
Chair streams. Shout out to Bako and Salty for that one. You guys loved that. No, but like what's this? What's her problem here, dude? Just like I can't help but think that wasn't accidental. I don't know.
And I truly think it's not. Yeah, like yes, she is not the best, but it's also it comes back to Twitch reprimanding her for the first dumb thing she did or the second dumb thing she did. This is not like the first instance of her just messing up on stream.
No. And she's gotten suspended in the past. She gave herself sorry if I didn't present this. Alinity was dancing, was doing a dance thing, and accidentally adjusted her wardrobe, and something plopped out. And that sounded so weird.
Something plopped out. Brilliant.
Real PG.
But so that's what happened. Everybody wants her banned. They always want her banned. I don't want her banned. I just want Twitch to acknowledge that she's done some weird stuff in the past. Give her like a month suspension or something. She suspended herself 3 days by herself, saying that's fair. Just you need to reset, honey. You need to reset and just rethink about what's going on there, because you keep putting yourself in these situations.
But Stav,
what do I have to do over here, Mendy?
It was very accidental.
I think it was. I would agree. You see her reaction to it. I think it's pretty.
I don't understand people that like they freak out over this. It seems like it kind of stems off the other things that she did, but like in this like solo incident and alone, it seemed very accidental. It didn't seem like she was just like, oh, sorry. It was.
Mendy, you could wear a bra.
Okay.
That would have helped the entire situation.
Okay, but I don't think it was her intentions to. Oh, I'm gonna do this for the world. It didn't really look like it wasn't really a good look. I don't think she did it on purpose.
She's the talk of Twitter, and she's not going to get suspended for it.
Are you saying that you think that she did it on purpose?
I don't think she cares that it happened.
Oh,
not at all. Oh God, no.
Probably not.
Like, because there's no like she's not getting what's the word I'm looking for?
Permaban?
Like there's no consequences for these actions.
Yeah.
And if she continues going on and
what do
doing
you
this,
think is a good consequence for action for
month
accident?
suspension.
What's up?
Yeah. I would hate
What?
to see her banned.
1 month.
One
One month for
suspension.
accidentally revealing a titty.
a titty, yeah. 1 month for the titty and all the past actions that haven't gotten acted on yet.
Well, the other stuff, that's a conversation for another time. But I'm just saying, for this alone incident, you really think a month ban for accidentally revealing a nipple is appropriate?
Yep. Reset yourself and make
1
better
month.
choices.
That's
Make better
like,
choices.
Bako,
I know-
Think? Wait,
I
wait.
know-
I want to hear. I'm done talking to you. I want to hear Bako's info on this. What do you think, Bako?
So I will say that things like this keep happening because she hasn't been punished for other things,
Mm.
So like she has no reason to feel bad about this. She has no reason to publicly like apologize or anything like that. She just gets away with it and then she moves on. A month suspension is her first when she threw the cat or like what all the other stuff she did. If she would have been a month, then I get it.
Mm.
And then she messed up and it goes longer. And every time you mess up, it gets longer until you're banned. I would hate to see someone's career end over this, especially as a mistake. It's not like she was talking about it and it happened like, oh man, what a weird coincidence. No, I truly think it was accidental. Yes, she should be banned for a month, but this should be like her fifth straw, to be fair.
Okay.
And that's the only reason why I want a month, because you
It
just
seems
need
like it comes from other stuff that she did previously. It's not like what I'm trying to get at is just this one specific incident, but it seems like other stuff should also tie into this, and there should be some sort of action.
We're gonna be doing a podcast in a month, and there's gonna be another situation that pops up
With her,
It
definitely.
just seems so like that incident alone just seems so accidental to me. So that's why I'm like,
I would agree with that. This one for sure accidental. If
yeah,
you've followed her on Twitter or Twitch,
I don't.
everything else is not accidental.
Okay.
It's her being not a phenomenal part of society.
The guy fired
Wow.
a gun off. That was accidental as well. And he got permanently banned.
Right. Now
That guy-
that guy's an idiot. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But again, that was him being dumb. Like he should have.
I remember this now. We had this conversation about this.
He should have not had a gun on his stream. It shouldn't have been loaded, obviously, and you shouldn't be messing around with guns.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be messing with your wardrobe, just know something could accidentally happen. Just be smart. Drink beer and fall asleep, and then nothing can happen.
Mistakes happen, man. Mistakes
They
happen.
do, but there's consequences for
Big
mistakes
facts.
sometimes.
Big facts. Very true.
I just want to paint
Yeah,
my
and he
body and
got-
say it's art.
Permanently banned.
Yeah.
Gone.
Thor Carl got permanently banned, and I don't even think Twitch said, "Hey, maybe don't do that."
I don't want her banned. She is a
No.
good streamer. When
Of
everything's
course.
said, she's a great streamer, and she does just there needs to be consequences one of these times. One of these times.
I agree.
I'll leave it at that. Speaking of another crazy Twitch streamer, as we go from one to another, InvaderVie. We had a great discussion a couple weeks ago about the Mendy. What the girl say a month ago?
Oh, she's like, you guys have been watching my stream for 45 minutes and no one's gifted me a sub yet.
Yeah, we have another one of those, ladies and gentlemen.
It
InvaderVie.
has happened again.
She's got like 150,000 followers or something like that.
Oh,
I
wow.
believe I read just sub of that. And her quote is, and I might be off a thing here: if you're watching Twitch, you have $10 to subscribe to me.
Oh my god.
It's basically like telling people that, like, if you have time to watch Twitch, that means you have money because you're done working for the day. And if you aren't watching Twitch, that means you're working to get money. So her analogy was that if you're watching, you should be subbing to my program because it shouldn't be free. Get out.
Get out! Absolutely.
Beat it. All right. It's
Wrong
your
platform.
choice. It's your choice to use a free platform. It's
Yep.
their choice not to give you money.
Mm.
And you know what? I hope nobody gives you a freaking dime going forward so you can go out and you can get a job and then you can watch Twitch while you're at work or after you're done for the day. And then you have to Twitch Prime because you might not have $5 to give someone. You have to Twitch Prime people who are as bad as you. God, I hate these people so much. Like, oh, they grind my gears, dude.
Absolutely.
They just don't get it.
You know what, Stav? Especially, I mean, you were 2018. I'm 2016, and Mendy's newer. You know what I mean? But we all have the appreciation for just the people you meet, the connections you make.
Someone says hi into my channel, I get pumped up.
Right. Yo, people, if a sub, dude, I'm like losing my mind. You know what I'm saying? And just to expect that kind of thing, especially from a streamer that provides next to nothing.
I'm pretty sure she just talks.
I think she's just chatting. Or I did see she had an Animal Crossing stream a few days ago.
That's just
I'll give her that.
That's just chatting.
Basically, bro. I don't know.
Mendy, are you gonna start asking people for money?
Yeah, I've been doing it since last Tuesday.
Yeah, seriously, if you come to my channel, you have to pay.
No, I think
get out.
I think somebody in my chat was like, if I had the money, I would totally subscribe to. And I was like, seriously, dude, just you being here, just you being active in chat is all I could ever ask for. Like, you don't have to give me a dime. Like, I'm just here for fun, and I appreciate you being here. And to me, that's really all that matters. And that's what's important to me. Not subscribing or giving me money.
I wonder if I hit like 100,000 followers, then I'll like switch over and just be like a jerk. And then like Bako would like come into my stream. He'd be like, "Stav, what's up?" And I'd be like, "Who are you?"
No, you wouldn't even see it. It would just be like this crazy, like
you're not a tier 3 sub. Ugh. Stav, I was on your podcast, man. No, seriously, if I ever get like that, please just shut off my internet so I can't stream.
Yeah, we'll find you.
Can't wait for that day.
Please let me know. Dude, we had a lot of gaming news and stuff. We got a couple things. I'm just gonna fire right through them. I'm gonna fire right through them.
Go through, baby.
ESPN Rocket League Spring Series. It was on today. I caught some of it. It was cool to see Rocket League on there. Mendy mentioned this to me. The casting was terrible. They had a professional soccer player, Landon Donovan, as a caster who's never played Rocket League before. It was really cringeworthy, and I hope they fix it for going forward if they're going to do esports on ESPN. Get real casters on there,
yes,
like me, and I'll do a British accent the entire time. This is Rocket League, because that would be more entertaining than what I watched today. It was a 4-0 game in a series finale. It was overall embarrassing. It was over like that, which was cool. WWE 2K, they're canceling 2K, which is next year's, and they tweeted out saying good news is coming. How does that you
vague?
You cancel it, but saying good news is coming. Are they like switching? Are they going to like EA Sports or something like that? Like,
oh, don't do it.
But like that's the only thing I could think of. Like you're moving away from 2K, and like maybe you'll join.
It's just like a backyard wrestling that they start doing instead of WWE.
I thought it was weird. Like you can't lose a game and then say, "But we got something cool coming," you know?
Yeah, right.
So that's going to be out tomorrow. If you play WWE, I'm sure you're jacked up for it. I don't even know what wrestling is anymore.
Wait, the game comes out tomorrow?
No, their announcement is tomorrow for what the good news is.
Oh, gotcha.
I bet it's something in the realm of they're switching from 2K to another platform to pick up that game.
You're always right.
Animal Crossing, huge update. This one goes out to Rebel Work and all the Animal Crossers out there. 2 new merchants. I just almost merchants inside of merchants. 2 new merchants out there. Jolly Red, good old Jolly Red, will be selling artwork and sculptures and uniquely colored furniture for bells. So this means you can really add some nice decor to your houses out there on your islands. And also, Leaf's Garden Shop just opened up. So go check out Leaf's Garden Shop if you want some flora, tree saplings, or unique seeds and colorful shrubs. Actually, Bako, you said you play Animal Crossing. Are you jacked up about this as much as I am, or?
I will fully admit I am still in the beginner stages compared to a lot of things I've seen. So these new merchants mean nothing to me because I have plenty of other stuff to do.
We'll set you up with Rebel Work. He has a book about it.
Dope.
Mendy, how jacked up are you to go to Jolly Red's sculpture merchant shop? I'm a jiggy.
Wicked jacked.
I'm wicked jacked up for it. I can't wait. In Leaf's Garden Shop, stop. Like, get out. No, I really would like that. I'm not trying to make fun of Animal Crossing at all. It has a great community. I would love to play it. I just don't have a Switch. So I'm sure if you're involved in the islands, this is huge. I know Rebel's probably like wicked excited too. So we'll check in with him as well. Predator Hunting Ground. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. It was in beta then and officially launched right now. It's a Dead by Daylight kind of game. I did play the beta. I thought it could have been better. I love Predator. I don't think I'll be playing it. Will you guys be playing it? Yes, no, maybe so. Probably
Maybe.
not.
Hard maybe.
Okay.
Is it free?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not playing it.
No, I won't be playing.
I don't know. We mentioned before, like Dead by Daylight. I thought when I was going to play it for the first time, I thought it'd be a lot cooler than it was. I think you need to put a lot of hours into it to build up how good of a game it is. But I just thought that style game, I don't know. I'm going to keep it open. I love Predator, so that's officially out right now. If you like Dead by Daylight and those types of games like hide and seek, I suggest trying it out because it has a cool little spin on that. And also an update on my pro career in Sekiro. Unfortunately, I had to quit. I had another injury. This time it was a hangnail. No, I quit because it was the hardest game I've ever freaking played in my life. And it drove me absolutely bananas playing this game. And then Valorant came out, so I officially retire from Sekiro. Try it. I suggest you try it. Just get ready to get dominated by like the second boss.
So I do have a question for you, Stav. Is that your first game like that playing? Have you played any of the
I don't think he's
like
played
other
anything
games
like Dark
in that genre
Souls
that
or
are
anything
like
that?
yeah, the Dark Souls games?
Never played any of those. And I heard they were. So I actually bought this game not knowing it was crazy hard.
That's awesome.
I thought it was just gonna be wicked fun, go around and just whip like my sword and stuff. Then it became, and Kid with a Stick came on as soon as I fired it up, like first 2 minutes. He was like, "Oh, this game's really cool," and I was like, "Yeah, it's really fun so far." And he's like, "I heard it's crazy hard," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
That's awesome.
2 hours later, I was just like throwing my mouse. No, I played it on controller. Yeah, I quit. Sorry, Sekiro. Sorry, Wolf. I'm out. That's the gaming news. Now, what we have right now is this is Mendy's solo section right here. And Bako, as in the past, your job during this is you need to judge from a scale of 1 to 10 how well Mendy did during his plugs right now. So I'm going to give the keys over to Mendy, and you just sit back, and when he's done, you have to judge it from 1 to 10. In chat, let's also rank it from 1 to 10 in chat as well. Let's get everybody in on this. All right, Mendy, take it away.
Here. So, guys, if you're tuning in right now, you are currently watching the Good Game Report podcast. We do this every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We do it live, and then we take the video, put it on our YouTube channel. You can find that at Good Game Report. All you have to do, type in Good Game Report. You'll find all of our socials there. Check it out. Give us likes. Give us the comments. We love the feedback. We want to hear it all. Get into the Discord. That's where you're going to get all of our notifications. On this channel alone, we do a podcast, like I said, Sunday night. We do a raid night. It's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday. We switch it up a little bit, but we're just going to say Thursday for now because we do a UK raid. And then Friday, we do a game night with Peter. Big pogs to him. Shout out to all my years. And follow us everywhere.
All right. Bako, what'd you think?
Yeah, I'm going to be 100% honest, okay? You had me until the end.
Oh, love it. Where are we going?
It was a 7 out of 10.
Wow.
Rookie score too, Mendy. He didn't even do a decimal point in.
Yeah, we need a decimal point in there. You want to know what messed me up? Is because we switched up the raid night. Because I can't say Wednesday because I don't know the official date for it anymore.
What's that gif people use? Just like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought you had me in the first half, but it's like the kid playing football or something like that.
Yeah.
No, Mendy, I thought you did a great job, and thank you for the plugs. raid night, game night, podcast, GGR Discord. It's all popping. It's all for the community, and it's about connecting gamers to gamers, streamers to streamers, and just showing love. So if you'd like to join the Discord, we can hit the link up in chat right now. And also, let's give a big shout out to chat. Bako, I see a lot of hypesters up in the chat right now, really holding it
Hype
down.
is coming through, bro.
Let's give a big shout out to all the hypers up in chat right now who's coming in.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for showing up.
Love your community. I love seeing them out there with the hype emotes and everything. I saw one. I saw one that said "Stav equals Tim the Tap Man." It might be my favorite thing I've ever read in my entire life. So
yeah,
I think that was Dooley season. So big shout out there. Was that Rhino? Raj No. Papa Sweet.
Views is in here.
Views. I seen views. So big shout out to all the hypes in here. You love to see it. Thanks for coming over and checking out the podcast. So we're gonna go into general discussion number 2 right now, folks. Hype, I could literally talk to you like all night. We can do a 24-hour podcast one day, maybe, and we'll see what happens. But we're gonna do general discussion 2, and then we'll close out after that. But we have a good one here, and this is tips on upgrading your stream setup. And I think this is something for as we discussed earlier with the evolution of your stream. I want to kind of go in on, maybe the certain times to upgrade your stuff here and here. What can wait? What might need to jump up, like that you should upgrade earlier in your streaming career, and what can wait till later in your streaming career? Because I feel like with this downtime, there's a lot of new streamers out there, a lot of people that have just jumped in the past month who might want to listen to this kind of stuff that I wish I knew back then, because I wanted to upgrade everything at the rip. Like I was like, as soon as I'm going PC, I'm just like, I want this monitor, this PC, this keyboard, this keyboard. We'll talk about it here, okay? And this all stems back out. You upgraded your entire setup.
I did a whole room. I have an office now.
2 months ago, three months ago.
I want to say, so this is April now. So I did it January 1st. 1 year as an affiliate, I did a whole room for everything. So
now you added monitors. You added all the sound things behind you.
Yep.
Kind of talk about what you upgraded and kind of just like what happened pre-January in 2019 to what you're in now.
Okay. So like right off the rip, everything you can see here, except these boxes. Okay, this is actually what is in my PC. It's kind of hard to see. I just do it because you could ask me about it, and it's all on my page anyway. But this is basically what's in my PC. I have a few pops up here just for this. This has always been here. It's been here for well over a year now. But I do live in a townhome, and for all of you guys in chat who know me, I get loud. So I had to install some soundproofing panels.
Smart.
I did 24. There's I don't know, a certain amount on this wall, but then also on that wall there, I did more because I scream that direction most of the time.
I need to get those. I don't know why I don't have those in this. I'm so freaking loud.
And the best part is you could put them behind everything you already have on the wall, so they're not visible. You could keep the exact same room, and it'll work like a charm.
I think I think they look cool though. Like I think they're a cool little design.
That's why I put them on that wall specifically. I love the look of them, and you get the different styles with this or the pyramid style. I loved them. That's why I put them there. But then behind me, this is actually a TV that I used to have in my bedroom. It's like a 50-inch TV that I usually have my logo on. I don't have it right now because my girlfriend's been playing Fortnite on this TV since the Travis Scott thing. She likes when my lights go purple and she can watch Travis Scott. So the TV is all messed up right now, but it's hooked up for the Xbox. But that's a big old TV. And pre-January, most of you guys didn't see the new hand cam. I have a hand cam that is attached to the back of my monitor. So you have me here, and underneath on my stream, you'll see my hands.
Oh, you mean for your keyboard?
Yeah, for my keyboard. So it shows keyboard and mouse.
I was like, why does this guy have a hand camera?
Why not? Yeah. I should do that.
I have beautiful hands.
You do. You do.
That was a huge upgrade for me, and I also went and I got myself a 240 hertz monitor.
Huge upgrade.
Nice.
I will completely admit it changed gaming for me. Even on the Apex level where I cap it at 144, it's just an all-around high-quality monitor. and the colors are better. Like I said, the refresh rate, I never have to worry about any kind of tearing, anything like that. It's amazing. And that's basically the biggest change. Like I said, my own room, I have all these lights now. I can go red, blue, this, that. And the new monitor, truly. I've had this mic since the beginning. The mouse and keyboard upgrades have gone, but those are a little bit older. So
Oh, but like you took time out and like you set everything up and then you came back hard, and right after you were done and you were like boom. Because I remember when I first came into your stream this year, I was like, dude, this is a dope setup right now, and like you could tell like a lot of work went into it, a lot of thought process went into it. I think you came out with like a new logo roughly around that time too, and
just
that
before
fire
that, yep.
and that fire was up. That was on your TV in the back, and I was just like, dude, tight. Like this is tough. Like this is big tough. Like and it was just cool. And when you said that you were coming on, I was like, all right, let's talk about this. Because I think this will be a good thing to discuss. And there it is. Boom.
Yeah. The colors are messed up, like I said, because my girlfriend's been playing Fortnite. But yeah.
That's the first thing that hits you, right? And it's just such it's such an eye catcher for someone that's coming into your stream. I always talk about that's what all this stuff is for in my room. It's for the eye catching thing.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
up my gameplay. I want to get them away from my gameplay as soon as possible when they come into my thing. So I got bright lights and all this stuff. Like I'm very like flashy and like I move a lot.
Look at me.
Just like I'm over here. Don't pay attention. But like Mendy, I don't think you've done anything for like your setup, right? It's just the hotel room that you're in that you rent out monthly. But like you haven't gotten like new monitors and stuff though, right? Like
I did. This one right here. You can clearly see what I'm pointing at.
Oh, that one right there.
So yeah, I only had one monitor, and then I got a second monitor, which also 240, and then I used my TV as a third monitor. But you obviously can't see any of them. It would be interesting if I put it behind me, but that's where my bed is.
JQ makes a good point. Yeah, you're actually good at video games, so you don't need.
He's good. No, I strictly turtle stream, strictly shows Speedy swimming around, and
I love that idea, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So that's like my appeal, I guess. I don't really have anything behind me because I don't know. You guys always roast me for it.
But what I wanted to talk about was, kind of the levels of streaming here, and we'll start with people who are just starting out. They're hitting go live. They've been streaming for a week. They're trying to see if they like streaming, if they don't, and just kind of like what you need as a starter, right? I'll go first. I don't think you need a PC to start. I think it helps, but I don't think you need a PC to start streaming.
I guess early on, yeah, but I think end game definitely PC.
So like
I would even say two PCs for end game.
We're gonna eventually get to the end game process.
Yeah.
So just starting, I think you need a laptop or something like that so you can have Twitch up while you're streaming. I think you just need to go live, a headset with a microphone. I think that's all you need, and drive.
Oh, passion and drive is.
I don't think you need, if you want to figure out if you can stream or not, like if streaming's for you, I think that's the perfect way to go. I don't suggest having a PlayStation or Xbox stream just off that for years or whatever. I'm just saying to see if you're into streaming, I think you only need a go live action and games to play in a headset with a microphone on it.
You can hit affiliate just by doing that too. It's not like you need a
just by
that.
Yeah.
Because like say you spend $1,500 on a gaming PC, monitors, headsets, microphones, like you go all in and you're just like, dude, streaming's hard. I don't want to do it. That's like big waste of money, right?
Yes.
So if you're just starting, maybe you already have that, and if you do, then you're ahead of the curve already. But if you're just starting, just hit the go live, have a headset, have fun, and see if you're into it. Would you guys add anything to that, or do you like? I'm talking just starting, just fresh out of the gate.
So this is where, I guess our backgrounds differ. In my opinion, I would never recommend anyone starting a stream from the Xbox or PS4. If that's all you have, yes, I understand doing it for sure. And some people do great at the start like that, but if you have even a bare bones PC, there are games you can play and settings that work for you. You know what I mean? I just, for the life of me, dude, console drives me nuts. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I-
but like
I would
if
be-
you're only on console though, like you don't know what PC gaming is yet.
That's fair. Like I said, I think it's the bit of the background difference. Like you started on console, man, and you did great for yourself and all of that, and it worked. But
So I think we're gonna get to an even point when we're gonna be on the PC level, or at least
sure.
streaming through a PC with a capture card. Well, I think we'll get there. Me personally, I don't think you need it when you're just getting, your first
bare
follower.
bones, I'd
Your
agree.
first follower.
Sure.
I think you need the very minimal stuff when you're just starting. And then we'll transition. Maybe we'll get closer here. So, like, let's say like the ball's rolling. You've been streaming for 2 months now. You're getting close to the affiliate hit, like right, and like you're liking streaming. You're into it. You're digging it. You have the headset. You have a console. Maybe you have a PC, a very small PC. What are we upgrading at this point for someone? Is there something that you should focus on upgrading at this time when you're closing in the affiliate level? Mendy, if you had to pick one thing to upgrade when you're at this stage, what would you upgrade?
I think 2 things. I don't know if that's allowed.
I said, Mendy, give me one. No, you can give 2 things. Give 3. Give 4.
I would say like a decent webcam and a decent microphone, because I feel like that goes a long way. Audio and video. People want to
Top
see
2 for
you
me as
as
well.
creepy as that sounds, and people want to hear you as also creepy as that sounds. They want good quality. They don't want to see something that sounds like it's underwater.
Like the Travis Scott concert when we're under there swimming.
But that was lit.
That was
was
it's
lit.
it.
It's lit.
Hype. Anything you're upgrading at that point?
Yeah, no, as a viewer on the viewer side, all the streams I go into, the 2 things that mean the most to me are webcam quality and audio quality. Dude, you could play nothing for all I care. You know what I mean? If I go into someone who's just starting, they're just chatting for the first 15 minutes, bad webcam, bad mic, I'm almost out. You know what I mean? Like I can't do it. Mic, webcam are probably the 2 most important things. And you don't have to be a webcam streamer. That's to be fair. There are plenty of people who stream out there like Dakotas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Who
they're
doesn't
like
use
really
webcam?
good at video games too. Like they can offset that by
That's fair.
not doing a face cam. Being
That's
like
fair.
the best sniper in any video game has ever seen.
True.
I should have hit on this earlier. Something I wish I did earlier. I wish I had better audio. I never realized I kept buying like $20, $30 headsets. And I think you can get away with it for a little bit, but I wish I just got HyperX. I'm just throwing it out there, HyperX headphones or something similar. Everybody has their own brands they like, and an awesome microphone, because these things stink. Like that come from your headsets. They're not good. They're echoey. They're just tough. You breathe into it all the time and you sound like you're talking like this and you're muffled sometimes, especially with my mustache or something. I would highly recommend just getting, if you can, take that time, spend your money at that moment when you're getting affiliate to audio, both in your ears and what you're putting out. Webcam. I think a webcam's important. I don't think you need like an ultra 4K though. Like
No.
it just needs to be. It needs to be okay. It needs to be okay. It can't be blurry. It can't be spiky. You need to have good lighting. Go ahead.
One thing, so like on the webcam audio type deal, for the ball's rolling step, there is a million YouTube videos you can watch on settings
Good
for
point.
webcams. But this is not a stock webcam the way mine looks. And I have the Logitech, the Brio. It's 4K 1080. It's a nice webcam. But stock, dude, it looks like garbage. And that's a really important thing to think about when it comes to mics or webcams. There are settings that make even $20 to $30 mics, webcams, $90 quality. And it's a great place to look into.
YouTube has everything too. YouTube has
Of
everything.
course. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think using YouTube is going to be a big step here. Like you're hitting affiliate. You're 5 to 10 average viewers in that kind of range. You maybe made, $100, $200 from Twitch. Like you're in it. You're like a part-time, full-time streamer, I guess, in your downtime, you're doing it. This is where you need to be streaming on a PC at this point.
Yes.
You can be playing games on console, but you have to be capture carding into a PC at this point. Or you need to be full dived in PC because you need alerts, you need overlays. Like you're in it now. Like you should be spending that money to get these things. Like Mendy,
100%.
I kind of forced your hand to do it. When I switched over my overlays with AJ in Custom Geek Graphics, I said I'm going to spend as much money on this because I think it's only going to benefit me down the road.
It's an investment for sure.
And I already got that back. I've already gotten that back. And that went into a new camera, 2 new monitors. That's where all that went into because I put the money down up front for that eye-catching overlay stuff. You need to have this if you're going to be getting in cash from Twitch. This is where you need to upgrade your what they're seeing. Now you're catching their eyes. You need that thing. You need that HypeBako thing behind you that just reaches out and just sucks you right to it. This is the stuff you need at this point, right? You need to keep those viewers in there and coming in and building what you've been rolling with right now. And this is the perfect time to do it. You're getting cash. You're getting an inflow of money from what you've already done, the work you've put in. You need to spend that and catch those people's eyes right there on a PC. You need to have a PC at this point.
100%. And I think a lot of people get caught up in bettering their gameplay. You know what I'm saying? They go out and they jump right to a 240 hertz monitor or a wireless $150 mouse or, and think that the gameplay, if you're top level, you're top level. It doesn't matter if it's a 480p stream or a 1080p stream. People are there for your play. But for people like you and me and Mendy, it comes down to, like you said, alerts, your background, dude. You didn't get all that stuff for free. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the upgrade when it comes to you starting to make
White Claw gave it to me for free, actually.
Sponsored, by the way.
Use code Stav.
Best, bro. Yeah, use code Stav at checkout when you're buying White Claws or Truly Lemonades at this point.
I think you're 100% right.
Mendy, you did your thing shortly after I did mine. You have a turtle cam now. You're really showing Speedy. People love Speedy. People are there and they're like, "Hey, what's Speedy up to?" And you just hit a hotkey and it's just like boom, there's Speedy. Like, I think this is where you need to focus on catching their eyes and building. It's a big step, and I think you need that. And I wish I did it earlier than I did. I think I did it just at the right time. But I wish I did it even earlier. I wish I did.
That's fair.
Anything else at this stage that you guys would add, or would you say this is a good time to really focus on your overlays? Like I think this is a really good overlay part. Spending money on overlays.
Yeah, make it look professional.
I will agree. Obviously, what you're saying, overlay is perfect. But do you have a Stream Deck, Stav, Mendy? Anybody?
I do not. Mendy has a makeshift one though.
I just use the hotkeys on my number pad.
Okay, so I mean, but like that aspect is not super monetary, but it allows you to add a lot of versatility to your stream. Like for me, when crazy things happen or a big raid, a tier 2, tier 3 sub, something happens, I look right down to my Stream Deck and I have a hotkey to change my cam. Gives me a zoom, makes it really dramatic. I have hotkeys for audio stuff to play. It doesn't cost a lot of money to set these things up. Obviously, Stream Deck, I have the mini. It's just a 6-button one. It costs, like $50, whatever it was. I actually got it for my birthday. Shout out my friends. But I think it's a huge deal at this point when you're an affiliate and people will come and subscribe and you want to get more into that full time and make more money out of it, to develop your own personality a little bit deeper on the Twitch, in your Twitch community,
Definitely.
Like Stav's a goof. He's a goof. He's gonna do things with hands. He's gonna say things. That's him. That's how he's developed it. It just happened naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily for me, I just keep one screen on. Like I don't have like a lot. Like I dance. I upgraded my songs just so I could dance when people come in or follow.
Oh,
or
he means for his
whatever.
alerts. Like when alerts
Yeah,
pops
yeah,
up,
yeah.
he's got good
Fire
songs.
alerts, by the way, dude.
And then I just dance and be dumb because I'm a goof. That's what I do. That's what I get into.
And like I said, this is the point that we're talking about here. When you're an affiliate, when you're trying to get more, that's us right now, right? I guess.
Yeah, I would say so.
You know? So
I think the next step for us, and maybe we can kind of saying where we would like to upgrade now in our shoes. So Bako, what would you say you're thinking about upgrading next, and like something that like you think would be a really good thing to do right now with the stage you're streaming?
And I get sucked back into cameras. I have this webcam and like I said, settings, and I have the lights and everything, but I watch Cypher PK, Fortnite streamer.
His camera's awesome.
I don't know how his
dude,
computer handles
so
that and
nice.
streams it, and it's buttery.
Well, and I'm sure he's on a dual.
Yeah.
He's probably on a dual PC.
He might have 3. He builds his own PCs. Like
I would love to have a camera like that.
It's so cool, dude.
And it like just focuses in on him, and everything else is blurred in the background. So I feel like that just adds like a more of a clear video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nuts.
I love it. I think Lupo has the same camera that he does, and dude, it just sticks out. And Cypher does too. Like whenever I watch him, it's the first thing that I look at is how awesome his camera is.
If you get a camera that good though, you got to be like clean. You got to have like a fresh cut all the time.
Imagine
you got to look perfect like every day. If you have like that clear of a camera,
imagine
you
how
gotta look
gross my beard would look in that camera, dude.
We would see every speck of dust in that.
Maybe I don't want that. I would just be like,
Yep.
just turn it off every single time. No, like I do love that camera though. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Mendy, what would you upgrade at this point?
Realistically speaking, I think
no, not realistically. Like
I was just talking. It wasn't a question. It was just me just talking to myself. You didn't have to like go into it.
Get out.
I don't know. I don't think of these things, to be honest. Probably just the behind me, so you guys would shut up about it. I'll add something behind me, just so you guys
like
can...
a picture of something. Maybe just like a picture.
But I know
of,
the second I add anything on this wall, it could be the coolest freaking thing in the world. Oh, what's that stupid dumb thing you put on your wall, Mendy? What'd you do? Like it's a lose situation for me. So
that's awesome.
Realistically, probably something on the wall. I have no idea what I do. I do have more LED lights, which I haven't installed yet, so I guess I can do something crazy behind there. But yeah, behind me, so you guys would shut up.
I want 240
hertz monitors.
You could just get one. You can just get so. We've had this conversation before. I feel like where
I've gotten yelled at so many times about mismatching your like monitors though. So I have 2 144s now, and I have a 60.
Okay.
Somebody told them that if whatever your lowest like hertz is, it defaults to that. Any of your monitors.
Are you on an NVIDIA GPU? Are like a GTX? You're not AMD, right?
I don't know what you're saying right now.
Okay. All right. So anyway, most likely it doesn't matter. So I have a GTX 2080 graphics card. So I have NVIDIA software, and it allows me to spec each monitor because I'm 3 different ones. Believe it or not, I have a 240. This is the 144 I used to play on, and then this one that I use as my backup.
TV behind you is also connected to your computer.
Yeah. Yep. That's Yep.
That's another monitor technically.
Technically, yeah. Which I'm assuming that TV is only 60 hertz,
probably
at best.
Yeah.
So I can go in and I can change settings for all of them.
I guess my TV would be 60, and then this is 240, the like my main one. And
so you're saying I only need one 240, and then
you don't need all 240s for.
Dude, I want 5 240s up in this thing.
Do it, bro. Summit 1G it.
F it.
I would like that, but like, dude, if I play Apex, I can't even. Apex doesn't allow me to stream over 60. Like, it sucks.
Some games it definitely puts more. That's
and then I have to low. Like Fortnite's the only game I can have epic settings and still stream it. Everything else doesn't let me stream, and it sucks because my system's like it's a good rig. I don't know what's in it, but it's a good rig.
Right.
And it sucks because like what's the point of getting a 240 if I play Apex and I'm still downplaying
And
the 60?
I would 100% agree with that. I think one thing to take into consideration when you're going from 144 to 240 is what games are you playing, and can you stream and play games at 240? Because the difference between 144 and 165,
Uno if that's the situation.
boom, you can easily pull 240 hertz on Uno, right?
For sure. And Monopoly, yeah, it's lit. And I also like adding small things here and there, like a new pop figure or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Or this dope new hat that I just got in the mail the other day.
Dude, where'd you get that?
Kind of looks like this logo, so that's in there. I'm gonna need to get a Truly Lemonade flag or something like that. But just like small things, like those are the easy pickups that you can do at any time, just to add a little spice to your setup. But I would like new monitor. I don't play on keyboard, so to me, I don't need a gaming keyboard or anything like that. Maybe upgrade my controller and just from a regular DualShock, but
for streaming though,
just for gaming, I don't know. Like these are just things like in my setup that I'm trying thinking about like going on to. But definitely the monitor because I already did the mic. Have a good headset. Maybe a new skull wrap.
A couple different colored Nike ones, maybe.
But like first, I would definitely say huge upgrade. Something you should definitely upgrade is your mic. I never realized how crappy my audio was until I got a real microphone. I think that's the most crucial thing to upgrade. I think that's huge. My audio was so crap, and every clip I would run back because I get clips all the time. Be like, God, I sound so bad. So bad. That's something I would like that I highly suggest upgrading as early as you can.
Definitely agree with that. Definitely.
Boys, I'm talked out. My mouth's dry. We went for 2 hours some freaking how because I said I could talk to you all freaking day, man. It's
absolutely
honestly like it's like having just another friend on and just chit chatting about stuff. So I want to thank you. I want to thank all of your community for coming out, listening to the entire podcast. They killed it all night. So shout out to everybody who's in there and everybody who listened from the Good Game Report. Thank you so much for listening, watching on Twitch, dealing with my shenanigans, and I appreciate it. So, HypeBako, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Yo, this was a blast.
Do you have any plugs you want to shout out? Whether it's your Twitch or whatever.
Guys, anywhere you see this logo or these logos, that's me, man. It's HypeBako on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. That's where you're gonna find everything. I mean, it's a good time. I promise you.
We'll put all the links down in our descriptions too, so you guys are beautiful guests. Very handsome man.
Much love.
Mendy, you have any plugs?
Just the usual. Shout out to my ears. Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe out there.
I just want to give for my shout out. I want to give a shout out to my years and my yonts. No, I can't do Rebel. Rebel crushed it when he did that.
He undercut me pretty hard yesterday. Last podcast.
He dominated. I want to give a shout out to Rebel and Max though from the GGR for they did the raid night. They did a UK raid. Anybody that came by, it was hilarious. They were drinking tea and eating crumpets as they opened up to like British music or something like that.
God Save the Queen or something like
that. It was on, dude. I spit out my Truly Lemonade that I was drinking 4 hours later in that night when I saw it. Like, dude, I was dying. I was literally on my keyboard laughing because of the music and them drinking that. So, shout out to Rebel. Shout out to Max. Also, not shout out to Max for setting up a Valorant game. We were supposed to play Valorant today. It was supposed to be
so bad.
Mendy, myself, J Cube, Mad 70s, Max, and Rebel Warwick. And Rebel had to back out, unfortunately. We're talking with Max. Everybody fired up the streams except for me. And then we couldn't play with Max because you can't play NA and EU.
You can't cross region on beta for Valorant.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I knew somebody mentioned that to me, and it just went out the window when he asked us to play because he's in the UK, and I didn't even consider it. And we're like, we're sending you invites. Why can't you just hit accept? And he's like, no, like I'm not getting anything. And then I clicked. I was like, oh my god, we can't play because it's not cross region.
So shout out to Mad70 and non shout outs to Mad70 for
ruining my afternoon.
I could have slept till 2 p.m. today, but you made me get up at 11:30. How dare you? I need my beauty sleep. Bako, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it.
Bako.
Absolutely, guys. Yo, big preach. You guys are amazing.
Mendy, thank you so much for all the back end work that you do, homie.
Yeah.
And all the listeners, thank you so much for listening. All the people who are tuned into Twitch, thank you so much for tuning in and commenting in chat. We love to see it. We love the support, and let's keep growing, baby. Let's keep doing it. That's it for this one. Bako, Mendy, Stav, we out, Chia boy. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Let's get it. Hypes only in chat. Boom.